context, which really is their cultural background. You'll find that it's a helpful strategy to learn about potential supports for the child. It also gives the child something to do with their hands while you talk about their life experience. Children seem to enjoy this strategy. They like talking about positives. Damaris was selected for this example because she's bright and highly verbal. Demonstrations such as this need a verbal child so that the concepts can be presented in brief form. Developing a genogram with her takes about 7 minutes. Other children may move more slowly, perhaps taking another session to finish the community genogram. In this case, the emphasis is on family and on the church. Each child has developmental strengths from the community, and you will find them in many different places. The community genogram helps us focus on both client uniqueness and their special cultural background. Some children may at first seem to have no family or community supports. My experience, however, is that after a careful search, we will find strengths on which we can later build counseling interventions. Regardless of issues Damaris or any child presents, understanding cultural backgrounds and social supports network can be helpful in conceptualizing counseling and treatment planning. Damaris, you've heard me talk about the community genogram, and I'd like to have you draw your community however you see it or however you want to represent it. Some people put themselves in the center, some people draw a map, some people draw different pictures. So however you see your community and the people and the places that are important to you, we'll put on this map. Okay, we'll sort of talk as we go along, and however you'd like to sketch it out will be just fine.
Okay, I'll put myself in the middle.
Okay. That's Damaris.
That's me. That's my hair.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so that's Damaris with a big smile. Okay, and let's see.
There's my family.
Oh, your family. Your family is very important. Would you like to share a little bit about your family as you're drawing?
It's my mom. I don't live with my dad, but I live with my brother.
Okay,
my twin sister.
You live with your mom and your brother and your twin sister.
My mom.
There's mom.
Okay.
That's okay.
My brother.
And your brother. Now, is he older than you or younger?
Yeah, he's in college.
Oh, he's in college. Uh-huh. So you've got an older brother in college. Is he going to UMass?
Yep.
And you are very fortunate to have a twin sister, too. In the same grade, same class, too, right? Have you always been together in the same class?
No. Sometimes we go off and on. Sometimes we request it, and then sometimes.
Which do you prefer, with your sister or separate?
Well, after I tried doing it without my sister, I kind of liked it because I got to get my own friends and everything. But, I keep going off and on. I like both.
Yeah, it's nice to be with a sister and nice to meet new friends, too.
Okay.
So here's the community. Here's your family, which is very important.
Okay.
Great.
Then I go to jazz class. So
jazz class, dancing?
Yeah, dancing.
Okay.
Draw the bill. So.
We'll just draw a little line here this is the building for?
This, New England Dance Quarters.
Oh, I see. This is where you do your jazz. Great.
The studio's in there, there's no way.
So this is where you do dancing. And that's important. We'll draw a little.
Then I like to do sports.
Ooh, you like to do sports. Yes, I hear that. What kind of sports are we going to represent here?
Basketball.
Basketball. Great. And you also like soccer, too, but that'll represent both.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's great for sports.
And the
other things that are important to you?
I go to church every Sunday.
You go to church every Sunday?
So it's the Kingdom Hall.
Yep. So you can maybe draw a picture of that. Okay. Looks like a good church there. Great. And anything else to complete the picture?
School.
School. You do go to school. You're a good student. So we're going to complete the circle. And that's great. It's a big, long building. You're right. Oh, that's great. I think we should just show this to the camera here like this, and you can tell us about your world and about your community.
This is my church that I go to. Then this represents the sports, basketball. Then this is the New England dance quarters where I dance. My family, my brother, my mom, and my sister. And this is the school. This is me.
Gee, that's a wonderful community genogram that you've drawn. Would you like to tell me a story? You can start in the circle any place here. Tell me a story about wherever you'd like to start. You start with your family. Wherever you'd like to start, tell me a story about each one of these pictures that you've drawn. Would you like to tell a story, a little bit about school and something that you'd like to share? Or a particular time you felt good about yourself there or did something well?
Yeah, I just started 6th grade. And, I've been doing really, just took a math test a couple of weeks ago, and I did really well on that. And I got 95%, I think, which is
very good.
A.
Practically perfect, an A. So you felt very good about school and getting 95% on math. That's terrific.
And I just met a new girl, so she's my friend now.
So you met a brand new girl and she's your friend. So two wonderful things happened at Fort River. That's fine. Now, you want to tell another little story? Take another part here?
Okay, this is my family, And... well, we just went on a picnic. And so...
maybe that's why you're all smiling there.
Yeah, we do a lot of things together. We go to church together, have a lot of fun,
So you really like to do things in particular, do picnic and going to church together. You have a good time, and there's smiles on everybody's faces. And then up here?
Pass.
Yeah.
Well, this is New England Dance Quarters where I do jazz and we do splits and stuff, and I got 3 certificates on different kinds of splits.
Oh my goodness! So you were able to do splits like nobody can, and you can get certificates on splits. Wow, that's terrific. And what about here?
I just made the basketball team.
And you made the basketball team. Oh my goodness! All kinds of wonderful things are happening. So sports is terrific for you too.
And then church. Well, when I go out with my mom sometimes to preach, and so that's fun because when I went out with her, we just met some woman, and my mom, she's gonna have a Bible study with her. So and sometimes I get to go with her, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty nice. You get to go with your mom, and you can do Bible study with other people. Well, those are some wonderful stories. Thanks so much for sharing. What I'd like to do now is maybe get an image and sort of anchor some of these wonderful feelings in your body. Maybe we could take an image first from your family. When you close your eyes and you think about your family, what image comes to mind? And then we'll talk about that just a little bit. Maybe you can close your eyes a minute and think about your family and some special image that might come to mind as you think about them.
Funny, my brother. He's really because he's he's gonna move out soon, so that's sad. But he's so funny. But he's like a clown kind of. So that's fun. And my mom's just started teaching in her school.
Oh wow! So what comes to mind is you see your brother and you see your brother. Laughing and
telling
jokes. Behind that is a little touch of sadness as you think about him leaving because he has so much to share with the family. Yeah. And your mother comes to mind too when you close your eyes and you think about her. Sounds like with
close relationship.
You have a close relationship with Mom, and you sound like you're very proud of her and her teaching and the career that she's chosen. Oh, that's wonderful. When that image comes to mind, where do you feel it in your body? The special feelings that you have when you think of your family. Is there a special place in your body that you feel warm?
In my heart.
In your heart, okay. So when things are not going so well, when we have things that don't turn out the way we want to, you can always think about your family and remember that they're here in your heart and that you have your mom with you and your brother laughing, and I'm sure your sister's with you too.
Yeah.
So they're all sort of, you're glad to have them all, and they're all sort of with you wherever you go. Thanks, that's great. And now let's take a look at, if you don't mind, we'll go over to the church and think of, maybe close your eyes and think of and get an image in your mind, the church, and maybe you can think like this: what do you see as you close your eyes? Maybe you could describe what you see.
Very homey. A lot of people that I know, they're always there for me.
Okay, so when you think about your church, you close your eyes, you see a lot of people that you know. It's homey, it feels comfortable, and they're there for you if you need them. That feels good. Do you remember one specific thing that comes to mind at all when you think about the church?
Well, yeah, there was one time when I was having an argument with my sister, so the elders they're always there for me, and so I can just go to them, and they always cheer me up, and they always figure things out for me. And
so that when you have an argument with your sister, that you can go and talk to somebody else, even outside your family, but it's really sort of part of your family. It sounds like it, your church is, and you can go to the elders and talk with them and work it out. Get some ideas on how to work with your sister a little bit better.
Yeah, every time I think of the church, I think of crowded and all these people, and like everywhere I go, people saying hi to Maris. I know everyone. It's just a nice feeling.
Nice feeling. So you go there and it's crowded. There are lots of people, but they know you and they know your name, and they say, "Hi, Damaris. Good to see you." And so that gives you. And where do you feel that feeling from the church? Where do you feel that in your body?
Everywhere. I just feel happy.
Just everywhere. It makes you feel happy. So that's another strength and resource you can bring with you all the time. You can think, well, my church is with me. All the people in my church are with me. So if I have problems in school, if something comes up and someone's teasing me or I'm not getting along too well, I have my family with me, and you can think about all those wonderful family people. And you also have your church with you all the time. And you feel your family in your heart, and all through your body you feel the church and all the people in the church supporting you and surrounding you with love and caring and so forth. So that was really nice, and I really appreciate and thank you for sharing. Did it feel for you to talk about that?
That felt good.
It felt good? Yeah,
pretty
good.
That's how it felt.
Yeah, and how do you think that might work to think about these wonderful resources that you have, so that whenever there's problems or anything that's difficult, and sometimes there are difficulties and problems, with kids, sometimes they can tease, different things, that you have your family with you. We have all this with you, but we focus primarily on the family and the church, that they're with you.
It helps me to appreciate the things that I have, and that, how good I have my family with me and my church.
As you've seen, my focus on the community genogram emphasizes the positives and a search for support systems. Needless to say, not all children have as many support systems as Damaris has, but I can usually find substantial strengths and support for each child. Also, we begin to realize each child is a person in community. We have seen very clearly how the self exists in relationship to others.